First off is Buzz from Australia, one of my best supporters of the channel, and he's sharing his yellow gold Sky Dweller with the champagne dial. And he writes, "It is my dream watch. The first time I saw it, I met Roger Federer in Dubai that same day. I knew it was my dream watch. It took 3 years to get it, but I made a very close relationship with my dealer through expressing my love for his work as a dealer. No purchase history. I got the call." This looks great on your wrist and great photos, by the way, and thanks for sharing. The Sky Dweller is a real heavy hitter, one of their top of the line models, and not that easy to get. It's their only annual calendar complication watch that Rolex makes, so you could wear this all year and you wouldn't have to adjust the date except for once a year at the end of February. I love those red accents on the dial, and the champagne color makes it really look premium, but it is going to stand out and catch a lot of attention. And it is a big watch to begin with, but adding all that yellow gold makes it even heavier on the wrist. So I think it's better for bigger wrists, and I think it looks great on your wrist. Great loom shot here. My loom shots never seem to come out as good as this, but enjoy your watch and wear it in good health. Don't worry about any of the scratches. That's bound to happen, but keep wearing that watch. Next up is Web Easy from the US, and he sent in his 4-watch collection. But sorry, I'm just going to have to focus on the Rolex because I don't know very much about any other brands, and this is such a perfect pairing of 2 Rolex. He writes, Rolex Submariner 41mm purchased from AD in 2021. This is my first Rolex. It started it all for me. I was wearing it almost every day and it was bringing me joy. Rolex Explorer 1 36mm purchased from AD in 2002. I was over the moon with the Submariner till I bought the Explorer 36mm. I was thinking of wearing the Explorer on a daily basis and wearing the Submariner on weekends. After the purchase, it looked so small and I tended to go back and wear my Submariner, but I thought I should only concentrate on the Explorer, so I put the Submariner aside and only wore the Explorer for a couple weeks. After wearing it for a while, it changed everything. Something about this watch is so magical. Despite its simplicity, I just want to wear it without thinking about my Submariner or anything else. I haven't worn the Submariner in a couple months now. I only wear this. I don't even want to add anything else to the collection at this time, as I'm content with what I have. Thanks for sharing these two also. This is a great pair up of 2 Rolex. They both complement each other and they pair up perfectly together. You've got your Submariner with the larger sports watch, and with the Explorer, you've got something smaller, still sporty, but it can also be elegant. I have something similar, but they're the pre-modern versions with the 114270 and the 16610. I've been unable to get the modern Explorer ever since launch day. So you're pretty lucky to have both of these super modern versions of Rolex Sports Steel. Next up is Chris Drake, another longtime supporter. I believe you said you're from the UK, but correct me if I'm wrong. He's submitting his Oyster Perpetual with the turquoise dial, and he writes, I got this piece from my AD for my wife. Didn't really know how hyper it would go. Not worn very much now. Yeah, I don't know if many people really knew how popular these would be. I was at my AD a couple days after release, and he offered to pre-order one of these for me. And now I wish I would have said yes. I think my favorite of the color dials is the coral red, but I think this one would be tied with the yellow color. It's still a striking dial, and I say go ahead and wear it. I think it would look good on either a man or a woman's wrist. Next up is Victor from Russia, and he's sharing a very unusual vintage Rolex. He writes, this is my favorite Rolex I owned over the years, although it's no longer mine, unfortunately. Got it on a watch forum in a sad state and had an argument with the local AD to service it. AD staff simply refused to believe there was ever a quartz Rolex and called it a fake. In the end, they sent it to Rolex in Switzerland, who restored the watch immaculately. Yeah, I believe that definitely could have happened. Not everyone knows that Rolex made quartz watches. And this one has a really vintage vibe, a kind of a 1970s look. I think it looks really nice. I like that simple dial, and I like that integrated bracelet look. but I'm not sure if the bracelet would hold up very well over that long period of time. But this one looks in really nice condition. Next up is Jose Fernandez, and he's sharing a very nice example of a vintage Datejust. I couldn't get this screenshot to line up right, but he writes it's a reference 16233 from 1993. I've always wanted to have this Datejust, but having serious medical problems, it was never the right time. But I decided to go for it anyway, and I do not regret the decision. I agree, Jose. This looks like it's in great condition for a vintage Rolex. I mean, this looks almost brand new to me, like it's in mint condition. Great job finding an example like this. It's a classic design, the two-tone Datejust with the Jubilee bracelet and the fluted gold bezel and the champagne dial. Congratulations on finding this piece. Thanks for everyone that submitted. I hope I didn't miss anyone, but we got a really nice variety of watches this week, including those two vintage pieces that I don't really get a chance to talk about. Maybe I'll do another episode in a couple months, and thanks for watching.